Hello, my name is David Greco, and I'm the Executive Director of All Stars Helping Kids. All Stars Helping Kids focuses on investing in early stage and emerging nonprofit organizations that have innovative approaches to helping disrupt the cycle of poverty for disadvantaged youth here in the Bay Area. Now, the grantees and our nonprofit partners are working in some of the hardest hit, most low-income communities across the Bay Area. And one thing that we know from working in all of these communities is that those organizations that are on the front lines of fighting for racial equity and social justice need a lot more than just money in order to achieve impact. Now, don't get me wrong, I'll be the first one to admit, no money, no mission. But in addition to that, funders need to go beyond the grant if they really want to advance issues such as racial equity, economic mobility, and social justice. At All Stars, we use an approach that we call the 4 C's. This is cash grants. We provide 3 years of general operating support to all of our grantees. In addition, we have capacity building. We do quarterly trainings on topics ranging from budgeting to fundraising to board governance to measuring your impact and outcomes. Then we also provide connection. We connect our grantees to other funding networks, to funding partners, to peer networks, so that they can meet and grow their donor base, their funding base, as well as their own professional networks. And last is coaching. We provide what we call strategic advisors. These are subject matter experts and leaders in the field who volunteer their time to work with our grantees on strategic issues that their organization is trying to achieve. And so when we combine all of these pieces, what we really often talk about for funders is how can you also go beyond the grant? Like many of the other Exponent members, we are not a large endowed foundation, right? We're not the Gates Foundation, we're not the Ford Foundation. We don't have those types of resources. So how can we really leverage what resources we bring is that we bring everything that we can. Our founder, Ronnie Lott, if you sat in on his plenary earlier today, he talked about exhausting every moment and trying to find every way possible that we can support our organizations. For example, when COVID struck, and here in California, we had already set up a rapid response fund 3 days before the state issued its stay-at-home orders. And within a couple of weeks, we had the first set of working capital grants out to our grantees. This was money just to help them keep the doors open and the lights on. That's what we really wanted to do. And when I was talking to our co-founder, Karen Lott, and I said, who should we be helping and supporting? She said, first, we need to take care of our family. And so all of our past grantees, all of our alumni groups, we opened up the funding to all of those organizations that had received funding from All Stars. And in addition, we set up what we called a help desk. We brought in experts to help our grantees navigate through the PPP loan process and applying to the Small Business Administration relief grants. None of these organizations had often gone through that process. And 13 of our organizations ended up getting PPP loans and allowing them to actually not only just keep their doors open and keep the lights on, but they actually finished the year in the black. Remarkable accomplishment. For our grantees, one of the things that we know, every time we've gone out and asked them, what works with this program? What would you like to see improved? What strengthened? Now, all of them say, we're grateful, multi-year general operating support. You may oftentimes been their first, multi-support funder, first general operating support funder. But what they say time and time again, it's really all of the other work. It's that having somebody to be able to call and talk to and work through an issue, to be able to get a strategic advisor to help them, to learn from their other grantees and their cohorts about, challenges that they may all be facing jointly. It's really those items that groups feel that is the difference in helping them accelerate beyond where they came into the program. And the results, in many ways, if you look, our results speak for themselves. We track organizations and measure how much have their revenue increased. And their revenue increase is almost 400% from when they start the program to afterwards. They grew, they've added staff, they expanded programs and services, and most importantly for us, they serve more youth. So we're seeing the outcome and impact out in our communities, even though as a lean funder, small staffed, small budget organization, we don't have just the pure dollars to go out and move the needle on an issue. So it's this beyond the grant approach, our 4 C's, that really helps to deliver the outcomes and impact that we are looking for as a foundation, as a grant maker, as a member of this community. So please, if you want to learn more, go visit our website, allstarshelpingkids.org, or you can reach out to me directly, and I'd love to engage you. Thank you very much. Take care.